Hello, let's play Wordle for Saturday, July 18th. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with fluid. All gray from fluid. So why don't we do parse today? Get some good letters. All right, or exclude some good letters. What's left? T and N are the big ones I want to get. Maybe an NT word? That might be fun. What can we do, though? Vowel-wise, we just have O. I wonder if we can do one O or if we need to do two O's. I'm not really seeing a word like this. So what about like Toon or Ton? I don't think taunch is a word. We have Y also. We could do like an O here, Y at the end. We don't have to use N and T, I guess. It was just a thought. I think at this point, I don't know. I see Monty though. Let's try it. All right, we have the O and the T. No N. Makes me think we're something like tooth. Booth. Booth is probably the safer option over tooth. Although when you know you have a T, guessing second T isn't bad. I don't think we're in too much danger of losing. Let's just try Booth. Oh, Booth. Booth was better because it was the answer. All right. Sea of Greens, 125 of them. At least since it started counting them. All right. Well, that was an interesting solve. Barely got any letters, and then Booth. All right. Well, before we do anything else, we are going to spin the wheel. So I made some... The wheel still has a gazillion entries on it, but now you can actually read them as they spin by, and the rest are hidden over here. And also, giant Wordle logo. All right. If you want to be on the wheel... Oh, that looks crazy. If you want to be on the wheel, you can sign up as a YouTube or a Patreon member. All right. Well, Baron, a Patreon member, suggested... Lion Cub, a Patreon member, suggested Baron. So if you're following along, tomorrow we'll start with Baron. And let's do some analysis. The answer is Booth, and we started with fluid. Saying fluid might lose on this UD. That would be the Elm Trap, probably. Yep. Loses on the Elm Trap. Not surprised. There's always some trap that some starter loses on. It says strep. Parse isn't bad then. Actually, it doesn't like parse. At least not in the top 10. Let's see why. Oh, parse might lose on ER stuff because I'm including E and R. And the atch trap. Okay. Well, luckily it wasn't any of those. Now it's saying combo. Check for double O. I did Monty. Month is here. Is Monty on the answer list? Monty is not on the answer list. It's an unlikely. I could have thought of month maybe. All right. Well, after Monty, I identified it was Booth or Tooth. There was also How To and Woots. All right. So I won the 50-50 on Booth Tooth because I didn't want to repeat the T. All right. Let's go back. It would do strep. We have the T. We go tawny. That's a fun one. Get some good letters there, actually. And now it's saying do Booth, Botch, or Motto. Tooth isn't possible because we got the yellow T at the start. And just guess any of them. They'll get you the answer after if it wasn't right. So we'll either get Booth in 4 or we'll do something like Botch Booth and get it in 5. All right. Well, let's take a look at least then. North is the follow-up with just that yellow T. That gets you the O, T, and H. We're going to guess couth or mouth or youth. One of those. Let's guess youth. That's fun. It doesn't really matter, right? Then we're down to Booth or Tooth. So a 4 or a 5. Steel, same, just different spot for the yellow T. We're going to go mount. Very different result. And now we're going to go either Tooth or Torch, interestingly. And then Booth. So it gets a Booth in 4. Does Torch also get it in 4? It sure does. Okay. Do the most common starting word. All gray. So that's thorn. Sloth, sooth. Sooth is fun. We're going to go sloth. and then Booth. And then Sooth obviously gets you Booth as well. All right. Audio. Gonna have the O. Goes plots to avoid ER trap stuff. Only way to do it, apparently. And now after plots with that OT, we're going to go broth, which has a separate result, separate coloring result for all 7 possible answers left, which is interesting. I can see how Booth matches very closely. Booty doesn't have the H at the end. Emote, broth, tooth, and wrote. Interesting. That's cool. Broth to Booth. All right. Stare, another common starting word. We have the yellow T. We're going to go point. Booty. Booth is not quite optimal, but we're going to get Booth next on, not on all of them. Some of them it's in 5, so it's like a 3, 4, or 5. Well, no, it's not 3. It's a 4 or 5, I guess. Bert tries to get it in 2. All right. Ditty. So we're a 1 in 107. We're not going to get it. We're going to go Ditty here because we're going to try to go for it in 2, and we don't get it. And so now we do South, and then month Booth, or just Booth, so 4 or 5. And finally, tarps is what the official bot starts with. We have that yellow T at the start, so it's not going to be tooth. We go fillet, booty, and then Booth. Alrighty. Well, let's check with the official bot and see how people did today, I guess. Booth. Alrighty, let's look at the bot. 92 skill. Not so lucky. So after fluid, people did stare, perked, hello fellow Rinks viewers, huh? Trace, stern, stone, store, strap, parse, spare, parse, cart. So who did best? Stone did a 2.2, so did store. Ooh, spare did a 2.1, and cart would have been a 2.0, or was a 2.0. Not many people did cart, though. Parse was 2.5, but they're all about the same, it seems like. Monty was a 79 skill. I didn't really like that. It wanted combo or Booth. Hey, yeah, just do Booth, the answer. Perfect. Well, that's what I did next. It does tarps live mouth Booth. 0.2 starting, or sorry, yeah, 0.2 starting with Booth, 0.2 starting with fluid. All right, 1.6, 22.6, 69.9, nice. 94.9 and greater than 99. So people are losing on tooth and sooth if they're losing, but not many are. All right, let's look at regular mode. That's what the screenshot's for. Still a 92 skill. What are people doing after fluid? They're doing stare, steam, arose, ghost, ocean, cream, stern, reach, parse, cart. Parse actually did the best at 2.0. That's interesting difference there. Stare at a 2.2. Very different results there. All right. It does slate, irony, a filler, and then Booth. 0.3 starting with Booth. 1.6, 17.8, 61.0, 90.7, and 98.6. Body temp in Fahrenheit. Hopefully not in Celsius. Tooth is 0.5, booty is 0.1. All right, well, how'd you do?